Hey guys, thanks for tuning into Fusion Studios. Today we've reached Nippon Toyota Thrissur and we're gonna do the review of the Toyota Fortuner 2021. The Fortuner comes in 8 different colors: sparkling black crystal shine, phantom brown, sparkling white, attitude black, avant grade bronze, grey metallic, white pearl crystal shine, and silver metallic. So the new Fortuner comes in an overall length of 4.7 meter and approx 1.8 meter in height and width. The wheelbase is 2.745 meter and the fuel tank capacity is 80 liters. The gross weight of this vehicle is 2600 kg for the diesel 2-wheel drive and 2735 kg for the 4-wheel drive. Looking at the side profile, it looks very massive in length and muscular in design. So this particular model is the diesel automatic and it is a 7-seater. So without any further delay, let's get started with the overview. Looking at the front, we have this massive Toyota logo and a newly designed bumper with this silver skid plate. The front profile has a very cool and sleek design. Here we have a bold new trapezoidal shaped grille with piano black finish. Here we have LED headlamps with LED guided DRLs that has integrated turn signals. Then we have a bit of chrome element in between which gives a premium feel, and in the bottom right we have a honeycomb design which has a fog lamp and a parking sensor. Now moving up to the top, we can see this muscular design is extended and we can see a silver finish roof rail, but one thing to note is it does not have a sunroof. Now looking inside the hood, we have a Toyota branding on top of the engine, and above we have this massive felt which gives good thermal and sound insulation. This has a 2.8 liter diesel engine and a variable nozzle turbocharger with intercooler. This has a maximum output of 150 kW at 3400 rpm and a max torque of 500 Nm from 1600 to 2800 rpm. This helps to go from 0 to 60 in under 10 seconds. The hood does not come with hydraulic struts, so it needs to be closed manually. And the weight is fairly heavy, similar to the Tata Safari, which we reviewed earlier. So if you haven't watched that video, please check it out in our playlist, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and give us a like for the video. This comes with electrically adjustable and retractable side mirrors with side turn indicators. We have chrome finished door handles which gives a premium feel and has a manual and keyless entry function. Then we have a black fiber doorstep which helps to get in the car more easily. On the back we have piano black finish, and below we have a palm size fuel lid. This is followed by a chrome finish in the back and it has a Fortuner branding. Then we have a new design split LED rear combination tail lamps. Then above the Fortuner branding we have the Toyota logo, and then we have a chrome strip. Above that we can see the rear wipers, and moving to the top we have the shark fin antenna. Moving on to the bottom we have the rear spoilers which has the integrated brake lights exactly over here. Moving down to the bottom, we do not have any fake exhaust like we saw on the Tata Safari. Instead we have this parking sensor and the rear brake lights. And below the lights we can see the silver skirting like we saw in the front. Moving on to the right, we can see the other 3 parking sensors. Then we have the brake lights, and below that we can see the exhaust. And to the left we have the spare wheel. This does not clearly affect the ground clearance, and to the left we have the hook which helps to tow the vehicle. Below the Fortuner logo we have the rear license plate lights, and to the left we have the camera. Now this comes with Bridgestone tires with 6-spoke 17-inch alloy wheels. Moving to the interior, we have the electronically adjustable front seats which can extend up to this point. The seats are 8-way adjustable. Using this control we can tilt the angle of the seat back and forth. Then we have this horizontal control in the right. Moving this left and right, we can change the seat position back and forth. Now toggling at this point, we can adjust the under thigh support. Now toggling at this point, we can adjust the seat height. This is the max seat height. So here we have the dashboard and it has a single tone black interior. The instrument cluster has a normal tiny LED display in the center and normal speedometers with LED lights. Now moving on to the steering wheel, we have paddle shifters behind and we have the downshift on the left and upshift on the right. Moving on to the steering wheel, on the left we have the volume up and down, the selection buttons, mode, and then we have the voice control and the call functions. Moving on to the right, we have another set of selection button and a back button. Behind on the right side we have the controls for the cruise control, and on the left side we have the wiper and headlamp controls. Now moving on to the center, we have the infotainment system, and above that we have the AC vents, and in between the AC vents we have the hazard light button, and above we have this classic clock with the hour and minute control. And here we have the control wheel for the AC vent. This has a 8-inch smart Playcast touchscreen infotainment system that supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. We have the volume and power button on the bottom, and on the either sides we have the home menu and other app controls. Now moving down below the infotainment system, we have the AC controls. The left we have the rear AC control, and then on top we have this passenger airbag indication button. On the right it is the automatic climate controls, and below we have the other buttons for the AC. Now below we have this controls for the ventilated seats. The new Toyota Fortuner comes with new suction based system ventilated seats, and then we have this USB socket, and on the left we have this 12-volt socket. Next on the right we have this small storage space. The cup holders are hidden inside, and this has one smooth opening, and outside we have this wooden texture trim. Then we have the gear knob for the automatic transmission, which has the park, reverse, neutral and sport mode. Then we have this manual hydraulic handbrake. Moving on, we have the toggles for the auto stop and the traction control, and we have the different modes like the eco, normal and sport mode. So the topmost part, we have one pad for wireless charging. So here we're going to keep one LG G8X dual screen phone. It's a 6.5 inch phone and it still fits perfectly. Then we have this massive handrest which is covered in this leather texture, and it can be opened from here, and inside we have this massive storage space. It is so massive that we can fit a lot of things inside, and this is made of a fiber material. Then up top we have one small storage compartment and another 12-volt socket. Here we have the engine start stop button, and below we have some controls. Starting we have this parking sensor, then below we have the DBS system button, and then we have the boot opener. Here we have the toggle for the fuel lid and the trunk opener. We have tweeters on the side, and the door is made up of 3 materials: silver, fiber, and we have this silver element. The door handles are chrome. Then we have this piano black finish around the controls. At top we have the side mirror controls and the mirror folding buttons. Then we have the controls for all the windows and the lock button. Then we have the leather armrest. Down below we have the JBL branded door speaker, and then we have the storage compartment. We also have one bottle holder here, and the space is quite adequate. And moving down to the bottom, we can see the illuminated entry lights. So we have 2 grab handles, one over here and one up the top. Now opening the sunshades, we have the hidden mirrors inside. It also has light for better vision at night. So Fortuner does not have any controls for the sunroof since it does not come with one, and so it has only some basic buttons. Up top we have some LED ambient lights, then we have some buttons for manual control of the lights. This is for the right one, and here we have the left one, and at the center we have this switch for controlling the lights when we open and close the doors. And at the bottom we have one massive sunglass holder. Similarly, as I said before, even the left sunshade also has this hidden mirrors. It also turns on and has illumination for better vision at night. The co-passenger seat also gets one movable hand grip. The Toyota Fortuner also comes with auto-dimming IRVMs, the sensors over here, and comparing to the MG Hector, on the back side we do not have the USB port for connecting the dash cams. The co-passenger seat also comes with electronic adjustments as we shown on the driver's seat. It has toggles for the horizontal control, height, and also all the adjustments similar to the driver's seat. So on the co-passenger seat side of the dashboard we have this Fortuner branded logo, and pressing that it reveals another hidden storage. This can become handy for keeping your valuables. And at the bottom we have the normal glove box, which also has a decent amount of space. Besides the glove box we have the cup holder, and it is located right below the AC vent. You also get another cup holder for the driver's seat, and it is located below the AC vent, and it also has this button for gripping the cups very tightly. So we have black leather seats for the Toyota Fortuner, which looks very premium, and it also has good under thigh support. Here it's written SRS airbag, and the seats feel very plush and cushiony and very comfortable to sit on. And if you observe closely we can see these holes. These are for the ventilation, and it's all through from the top to bottom, and it's similar on the driver's seat also. Hidden away at this location we have the toggle for controlling the passenger airbags. We have seen this feature in many Toyota vehicles. Now moving to the rear we have similar design elements, and below we have the speaker and a storage box. We also have one bottle holder, and at the top left corner we can see a Fortuner branding. Then the child locks are located exactly over here. So even after pulling the front seats to the utmost back, the Toyota Fortuner has good leg space and under thigh support for the rear passengers. So compared to the Innova Krista, this does not come with a retractable tray. It comes with this hook which can hang up to 4 kg weight. Similar to the Innova Krista, this has the one-step seat folding function. This is very handy because this allows us to get in the vehicle easily and access the third row seats. So without any further delay, let's get to the back seats. So the Fortuner is actually a 7-seater, but the back seats are actually meant for kids. The leg space on offer is very less for adults, and the under thigh support is not very comfortable also. But one good thing is that the seats can be folded manually, and it will lock into the position very easily without need of a second person. For a 5.5 feet person, the leg space on offer is only this much, as you can see. So sitting in the back is not a good idea for a tall person. So at the third row we have this lever for reclining and folding the back seats. So the back seats can be folded for increasing the boot space. So similar to the Innova Krista, the rear passengers also get split AC vents. This is the left one, and here we have the right one. On the right side we have the movable hand grips. Similarly on the left we have the same, and these have the coat hooks attached to them. Now moving on to the center top, we have this massive LED interior light. The button on the left is used to automatically turn on the lights while opening the doors, and the one on the right is to manually control the lights. Below we have the button for controlling the fan speed, automatic climate control, and turning off the AC. Now let's move on to the third row. So at the third row we have another set of split ACs that are located adjacent to each other. Adjacent to that, we have another safety belt which is used to mounting the seats vertically and buckling it up. All the windows are equipped with heat rejection glasses so that it can cool the vehicle. The boot can be opened electrically with one-touch function, and it takes 7 seconds to open it. Unlike the Toyota Legender, this does not come with the kick sensor. That is, when we wave the leg under the boot, it opens automatically by sensing it. So the Toyota Fortuner has better boot space compared to the Innova Krista and the Tata Safari. So we can see this black rough texture all around the boot, and we have 300 liters of boot space. So as I've told before, the seats can be folded vertically and attached like this, and by doing this we have a massive amount of boot space. So the tailgate can be opened and closed from the buttons that are located over here. And for the Fortuner, we have the lights for the boot exactly over the top. And this also comes with the toggle switch for controlling it manually and automatically while opening the doors. And this light can also be accessed by the third row passengers very easily. So moving down to the bottom, we can see two hooks which can be used to hang items or attach items, and these are located on each sides. Now moving on to the left, under the hook we have the hidden toolbox. So also by closing the boot, it takes about 7 seconds and takes almost 1 second more to lock it. The Fortuner comes with the ex-showroom price of 30 to 38 lakhs. So this is all about the review of the 2021 Toyota Fortuner. If you like the video, click on the like button. And we would like to see all your comments in the comment section, and feel free to share this video to your friends. Thank you for watching the video guys. Click on subscribe and the bell button to get our latest updates.